What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today. Today we are going to be doing a track called the MOSHPIT Minicross. This is a track created by Mr. Hurren, and all of you know that I am a big lover of Hurren's tracks, and I think it's about time actually that we've got some more Pitbike tracks in this game. I don't really see them released ever, and Hurren has said that the 4-stroke pit bikes that I'm riding right now and the ones really that this track is designed for, and I think genuinely this might be my first time riding the 4-stroke equivalent. I usually ride the 2-strokes, which are like super OP powered wise, but scaling is meant for the 4-strokes, so that's exactly what we're going to be trying today, and hopefully, oh my god, straight over the bars, hopefully this should be a lot of fun and we'll get a little bit of a flow going. Now, I won't lie to you, straight off the bat, it's very difficult trying to turn these quickly. Let me go back into first person. Yeah, trying to turn these fast is very hard to do, just with how light and nimble they are. And even though they've not got modded tyres themselves, they are actually incredibly grippy. So I can just hold the throttle wide open around there. Let's get all the way up and over the table. There we go. Hurren has said that third gear won't really be needed around this track. I reckon you can go triple through it. That'd be really sick. And what would be incredibly fun if we could get going at some point is to get a full lobby of pit bikes around here. I need to do it for a stream. I'm sure you guys would absolutely love it. Looking at the starting gates over there, there's one, two, blah, blah, blah. I want to say there's probably about 30 or so starting gates. Might even be 40, and I'm sure, as you can imagine, this would be absolute chaos with that many people in one race, so I'm down for it. Hopefully you guys are as well. I will link, obviously, the track in the description down below, and Hurren has been nice enough to leave detailed instructions on how to download the pit bikes, because I'm not sure the reason why, but it seems like a lot of people do struggle to download these bikes. Or put them into your mods folder at least. I don't know why, I've never had any grief, but I know that when I went to record my last Pitbike lobby video that I'd done, that so many people tried connecting to the server and constantly kept getting mismatches and such, so he's got instructions on there on how to go and install them, should you be interested at all, and definitely go and check it out. What a very nice man. And the best thing is that he's released this track for free as well. I think some people were throwing a bit of shade Hurren's way because he released a bunch of track in a short amount of time over on the shop. I think they were all high quality enough to be on the shop regardless, so it doesn't bother me, but it shows that he's not just in it for the money, you know, still releasing fun little things for the community, which I always appreciate, and I'm sure a bunch of you guys are really thankful for it as well. In typical Hurren fashion, of course, the track looks really pretty. I've not got his reshade settings on at all at the moment, so I should probably check that out at some point, because I know that he caters a lot of his visual stuff depending on what reshade he's using at the time. And again, he's been very nice to link all of his own like reshade settings in the link for this track, so if you're one of them people that always asks kind of what reshade I used to use, don't use it anymore, but all the reshade stuff I used to use is over there. You can make your game look very bright and beautiful, get all the colours to stand out and pop, but I found that the more I play the game, the more I want it just to look very normal, very average, rather than like piercing through my eyes all the time, so we'll rock with that. That should be A.K.A. And now I've kind of done a few laps, I don't know if triple through there is doable. I think you'd have to really stretch it out. Very difficult to get through these whoops as well. Oh, that's better. That was a lot better, okay. I think I was just going too tight in the corner before that. Let me take the right-hand side out of this corner. I keep cutting down and going left. Oh, I couldn't get it anyway. And then you're a little bit... Oh, actually, I don't know. Can you just, like, roll and then double? That's a bit of a weird one. I feel like going left in the rhythm section, stepping on off, and then getting a bigger sweep for the finish line is the best move. Love this little sweeper around there. I mean, oh, here we go. I've just seen over in the distance. Is this a little tribute to Max again? We love Max. Oh, he's got some flowers there that time. Rest in peace, little Maxi. I love that he does that on every single one of his tracks. Love it. I myself, I've only ever had one dog in my entire lifetime. Funnily enough, his name is Charlie. Same as our Charlie on the channel. So, I mean, there you go, surrounded by Charlies. But we unfortunately had to pass him on to someone else, for the sole reason that both my mum and my brother were absolutely terrified of it. I don't know why. They've never had any bad experiences at all. It was a little like puppy Jack Russell, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Woke up early every morning, took it outside for a wee and all that good stuff, and was very, very heartbroken when we had to pass out. And I do love dogs. I think I'm much more of a dog person than a cat person, but I know full well that when the time comes that I start living with my girlfriend, there's no way I'll be allowed to go without cats. She absolutely adores them, and I can't lie, I've been to a few cat cafes in the last few years, taking her for like birthday gifts and things like that, and they might be growing on me. I feel like I'm becoming a both person, maybe a dog and a cat person. I know that where I've been going out for kind of long walks / jogs recently to help build up my cardio a little bit, I've specifically started going through a dog park that's local to me, just for the fact that I get to see lots of dogs out on my walk, and I feel like it just boosts my mood and just makes me a bit happier, really. And if I'm having a particularly good day, some of them will come up to me, let me like give them some pets and some head scratches and all that. Although I do find myself leaving with very fluffy legs afterwards, because my legs are already a bit sweaty from jogging, so it's a bit of a hit and a miss. I'm sure the lint roller doesn't like being used so much, but it's 100% worth it. Except for when it's like a muddy day and I get left with just mud all over my trousers, but we move. It's for a good cause. 100% when I move out, I'd love to get my own dog and a cat, at least, to keep myself happy and the missus happy at the same time. Happy wife, happy life, as they always say. I feel like I've already done 7 and a bit laps of this track, and I generally feel like you could get a hell of a flow going around here, especially if you get a lot of people to race on it. You could have some really, really good battles. I know that the hitboxes on the pit bikes are a little bit boofed in-game. I think, if I remember correctly, someone told me, and I don't know how true it is, I'd have to fully test it out. I believe that it's only the tyres on the pit bikes that have collisions, so you can do some real like close-up rubbing and racing with people on these bikes and not really get any effect from it at all. Like, I've had it before where I've actually ridden through people with no effect. So it can either be a good thing or a bad thing. Depends on what you're into, I suppose. But I mean, I am a massive ambassador of we need more pit bike races. I don't think we get enough of them at all in this game. They're quite a niche thing. I think a lot of it's to do with their handling. I mean, I'm being so gentle on the sticks. I need to try and keep it in second gear through those. Third gear just seems to bog a bit too much. You'll see coming out of nearly every single one of these corners, I keep hooking too far, like I was at bloody Oakland in the EU race. There we go. Yeah, like I was in Oakland in the EU race. I don't know what it is. I feel like I don't really want to change my direct lean settings at all, but I do find myself oversteering a lot recently, and I think the only way of me really combating that is just to start putting a bunch more time into the game and feel really, really comfortable on the bikes. But for something like this, I'm not changing my settings just for a bloody 10-minute pit bike video. But, oh god, don't go for the bars. Next lap round, if I remember, I'm going to try my very, very hardest to triple into there. Oh, look how much... Yeah, second gear is so much better through the whoops. Why am I going into third? No need at all. Up and over that, and you can even get a little bit steezy. You can throw it a bit sideways over 1 or 2 of these jumps. Overall, it's just got a really, really nice flow, and I actually have no idea how it took Mr. Hurren to make this, but would it be a bit greedy to ask for some more? Imagine having a little pit bike series where you had multiple of these sorts of tracks. I think it would be so much fun. I think the actual length of the track works really, really well, literally like 42 seconds. I'm sure someone like Jams is probably going to grind this. Here we go, triple! Oh god, came up short barely. Little triple, double, single out of there. Let's try a second. Oh, even... Yeah, 100% second gear's the move. Even from the inside, coming out the corner, you get a lot of drive through there. So I'm a second up almost on my time. Let's go on, off, dive to the inside before the finish. 40.99. Yeah, people are definitely going to be getting sub 40s right on the wall. No, okay. We are definitely going to see some sub 40-second lap times around here. I wouldn't be surprised if I see someone like Jams, or I know Rum as well. He's a massive pit bike lover. Seeing them put up hot lap videos wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. But I usually ride pit bikes in third person. I don't know why. I usually find it easier, but something about this track, I think, where it's a bit more tight and twisty. First person seems to be working a hell of a lot better for me. But I do kind of like showing everything off. You get to see my gear a little bit more that you don't see too much nowadays. And, oh god, the amount of comments and things in Discord I've been getting recently asking, like, how that people get them at Creations gear. And I'm like, boys, it's a team gear, meant for the team. That's why it's got our names and numbers on it. It's not meant to be ridden by everyone, like, publicly. Which is why there's no, like, public link available for everybody. And yeah, I can't reiterate it more. Like the bikes and the gear that all have the McCreation stuff on them is for the team members. That's not me trying to be a dick at all. I mean, McChicken puts a lot of time and effort into all the skins. He's very on the ball, especially for someone like me who can't make his mind up half the time on what bike he wants to run and is always changing at the very last second. He always comes through clutch at the last minute with a bike design on a bike I've never ridden before. And I think it would be a disservice if I was to go and just start giving all of my stuff to everybody that asked for it. So, I mean, that's that. There's not much more to say on it other than, I mean, go on MXP mods. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of skins for you to choose from. There's probably, obviously, the gear that I'm wearing right now is just Renan gear. There is probably like a stock version of the Renan gear on there, just without names and numbers on the back. And with the amount of imposters, like the amount of Lynn's imposters I've been seeing online recently, we don't need to give people more reason to believe it's actually me. And I did just want to kind of put out a bit of a I don't know the right way of wording it, but I just want to say, if you do see a Lynn's in the server, take it with a pinch of salt. Double check the MMR. If you open the chat, you'll get to see what their number is next to their name. Mine's usually about, I think it's about 1,640-ish at the moment. That's usually a good sign if it's me. Obviously, general speed is another good sign that it's me. And I care way too much about my public image right now as a content creator to be saying any sorts of weird and wonderful things in chat. So if you do see that, just tell them to grow up, then stop pretending to be me, please, I beg, because there's a hell of a lot of people out there right now, and the amount of times I see comments in my comment section, obviously, where else would they be, saying, "Oh, I was in a lobby with you the other day," so on and so on. And it's like, sorry, but it wasn't me. I mean, most of the time I go online now, I change my name to an alias. I mean, I'm still on Shivam at the moment, but I'm sure people will catch on to that and then start calling themselves that in-game. So yeah, I kind of rotate through names every now and then. I've gone as the alias of Bussy Bandit before as well, if you've ever seen that in a server. But I don't join Papiti servers anymore, just because I don't see any point if I'm not going for that road to rank 1. And if you do see a Lynn's in the server, the only time it would really be me, obviously if you've done all the other checks like the MMR and stuff, is really if Charlie's in there too. It's a very rare occasion that I'll just go and join a server by myself. Usually it's if I'm playing the game with him that I'll be in there. Now, of course, you're going to have to take that with a pinch of salt too, because you're going to get people playing with their friends as me and Charlie, and yeah, you know what. So, whatever. Yeah, I can't stop people from doing it. Paboso was meant to like name lock Lynn's at one point, but for some reason it kind of didn't work after Beta 18 release. And people can just do it. Yeah, I don't know what that man's doing. I hope he enjoys his holiday and then comes back and really grinds away at the game a bit and makes it all better and polished for us. I know that there's one little test coming out at the moment just to do with ping and things like that, which I'm probably not allowed to talk about, but I mean, I've spilled the beans now, haven't I? But yeah, it's just to do with making people go invisible if they have exceedingly high ping, so people don't get screwed over by it. And I've got the Erode on 1 for this, and it's not feeling like it's doing much. I could definitely see it through the whoops. Everywhere else doesn't seem to be digging too deep, so if you are going to play this in testing, or even just with 1 or 2 friends, definitely ramp up the Erode a bit. Maybe 2, 3, if you want it to get weird and wild, maybe 4, but then I'm a little bit concerned that you might become victim of the Pitbike front end issues, and I'll show you exactly what I mean in the next 180 corner over there, what I mean by that. So sometimes when you turn these bikes too sharp, the front wheels have a tendency to dig in and make you do like a bit of a discotheque. So if I turn in, it didn't work. What if I do it slowly? Oh, I can't, well, the one time I wanted to show you, it doesn't do it. Okay, ignore me. Yeah, sometimes if you turn too sharply on these bikes, they have a habit of digging the front end in and yeeting you over the handlebars, so just be wary of that. But what a track. Like, this is like really, really fun, and watch this space. I do want to get a massive lobby of people racing on this at some point. We'll do it at some point over the next few weeks. I've just looked at my recording timing, and I'm only 14.5 minutes deep, so I'm kind of going to apologise for a bit of a short video, but I'm not sure what else you want from me, just running laps around here. I would have loved to have done this video like side by side with Charlie, but he's at work right now, and I kind of wanted to record it today and get it uploaded for like the day after the release, so it's not just waiting and I'm late to the party as always, so forgive me on that. But I hope you've enjoyed the video nonetheless. I've certainly enjoyed making it. Drop a like if you did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you're new and you're liking the content so far. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, whatever you guys are up to, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's video. Peace.